All right, a quick one here. I get asked this question in a whole bunch of different ways by a whole bunch of different people. With all the questions, they generally have roughly the same beginning. So the beginning of the question, this is what I get from people, is how do I get better at fill in the blank? How do I get better at spinning kicks? How do I get better at kicking head high? How do I get better at using my hands? How do I get better at punching fast? Yeah, it's a specific thing within the realm of what we are working on, and they're looking to make an improvement on it. And sometimes I feel terrible because my answer for 90% of people is the same, and I always try to go in a little deeper, but the reality of it is that the answer is repetition, 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 repetition. Now, that comes with the caveat of you need to be doing the correct repetitions. You need to be getting coached through these repetitions to a certain extent. You need to be having support. You need to not overdo it. But the reality of it is that if you want to get better at throwing a specific technique or within a certain area of your martial arts training, you have to do it more. It's through this that we develop things like muscle memory, and we kind of develop the neurological connections in our brain to be able to do whatever this technique is. We build the strength in our body, the flexibility, the mobility. All of this stuff comes from doing the thing. It's like if you want to get better at punching, you need to punch more. It sounds oversimplified, but it's the God's honest truth. You can lift all the weights you want to do, you can go on all the runs, you can do all the skipping, and all of that stuff in some sense is supplementarily going to help you. But the reality of what you really need to be doing is you need to be doing the very thing that you're trying to improve. So if you're trying to punch faster, you need to punch more. If you're trying to kick higher, you need to kick more. If you want to get more flexible, you need to stretch more. If you want to develop your cardio, you need to do more cardio. We can go on and on and on. So whatever you're trying to improve on, the first thing is do a lot more of it. Increase the volume of your training in that area. And then the next thing is to start seeking coaching in that area. So if you are looking to get better at a specific kick, let's say it is a spinning kick, a jumping kick, get someone who you know and who knows how to do it to watch you do it and to give you feedback. Now, you can do this in a bunch of ways. Obviously, if you're in a class, ask your instructor, get them to see it, and then ask them for their feedback. Alternatively, video yourself doing it and show it to people whose opinion you value. And again, make sure it's someone who either can do the technique or has taught a lot of people how to do the technique. And this is a great way of getting the feedback you need in order to improve whatever it is that you are working on. So that's it, guys. Do more of it and get some coaching and feedback. Video yourself wherever possible. That's really useful. And just continue to develop it. It's a slow process. You don't get better at these things by someone just telling you one thing and then it all just clicks and now it's perfect. It's over time. It's gradual. A lot of the time you won't even see it happening. You won't even realize it. But if you just stay on the path, stay with it, I promise you, whatever it is you're looking to improve on, it's going